What's up guys, today's video is on the top 3 best gaming tablets in 2024. Through extensive research and testing I've put together a list of options that'll meet the needs of different types of buyers, so whether it's price, performance or its particular use, we've got you covered. For more information on the products, I've included links in the description box down below which are updated for the best prices. Now let's get started. Number 3, Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 Ultra. The S9 Ultra is a nominal upgrade over its predecessor, its 14.6-inch display, fast Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 driven performance and functionality as a pseudo laptop still impress. Like the Tab S8 Ultra, the S9 Ultra is a gargantuan tablet that literally overshadows its competitors. Even though it's big at 12.85 by 8.21 inches, the slate only weighs 1.6 pounds. That's relatively light, but due to the tablet's unwieldy size, you'll need to use 2 hands to hold it. Its size is both a strength and a weakness in that regard. All Galaxy Tab S9 tablets have an IP68 waterproof rating, and are more dust-resistant than last year's Galaxy Tab S8 slates. The S9 Ultra is just as big and imposing as its predecessor. Even if its design is virtually identical to what came before, this is still an impressive-looking tablet that'll draw attention, whether you want it or not. Size-wise, Samsung's enormous tablet earns its Ultra moniker. The Galaxy Tab S9 Ultra's expansive display is its main selling point, and it certainly doesn't disappoint in that area. As before, its vivid 14.6-inch AMOLED display delivers stunning picture quality that makes videos and games look spectacular. The 120Hz refresh rate helps videos run smoothly. If you want to conserve battery, you can lock the refresh rate to 60 Hz. The Galaxy Tab S9 Ultra packs a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor and runs on Android 13. Phones like the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra feature the same chip and operating system. The Galaxy Tab S9 Ultra boasts speakers that are 20% larger than its predecessor. The S9 Ultra has a pair of 12MP ultra-wide front-facing cameras along with a 13MP and 6MP UW camera on the back. All of these cameras can record video up to 4K resolution and at 60 frames per second. The Galaxy Tab S9 Ultra has decent battery life. Number 2, Asus ROG Z13. Asus incorporated enough extras into the ROG Flow Z13 to make it stand out uniquely as a gaming tablet. From the front, it's the typical black slate with small display bezels on the sides and slightly chunky bezels on the top and bottom. But turn it around, and there's some ROG styling, with holes drilled in that double as venting. The ROG Flow Z13 really is a tablet. It's thicker than the industry standard Surface Pro 9 at 0.56 inches at its thickest versus 0.37 inches. And the Asus is heavier, at 2.6 pounds for just the tablet versus 1.94 pounds. Thanks to its slightly larger display, it's a bit wider than the Surface. It also has a 16:10 aspect ratio that's less tablet-friendly than the Surface's 3:2. But a bigger tablet is okay, because physics imposes certain limits. If the ROG Flow Z13 were any slimmer or lighter, it would no longer be such a magical beast. And even when I've used Microsoft's Surface Pro tablets, I've always propped them up on something. I can't remember using a Windows tablet exclusively in my hands, and I wouldn't use the ROG Flow Z13 that way. I would compare the ROG Flow Z13 to more Windows detachable tablets, but not many manufacturers are still making them. And there's no point in comparing it to the Apple iPad Pro, which is a well-built, thin, and light tablet, but simultaneously a completely different thing. The display runs at up to 165 Hz, meaning it will produce tear-free frame rates across the board. It also supports NVIDIA's G-Sync technology for adaptive sync that can eliminate tearing entirely. Asus uses a very good 13.4-inch 1610 IPS display running at 2560 by 1600, which is plenty sharp. It's bright and colorful out of the box, and makes for an enjoyable gaming experience and a battery-smooth Windows 11 at up to 165 Hz. Number 1, Apple iPad Pro. The iPad Pro 12.9 doesn't feature any significant design changes compared to the previous version. And, really, to the version before. It still comes in space gray or silver finishes only. It's still a very nice design, of course. The large surface area and svelte chassis make it feel ultra-thin and sleek in the hands. There's a fairly slim bezel between the edges of the screen and the side of the device. The iPad Pro is an all-around great tablet that delivers solid performance, a handy Apple Pencil hover feature and excellent video quality. The iPad Pro has a gigantic 12.9-inch mini-LED display, with a resolution of 2732 by 2048 pixels and up to a 120 Hz refresh rate. That's a whole lot of screen space for watching your favorite YouTube videos or Netflix shows. And if you're enjoying HDR content, the gorgeous XDR display makes everything on the screen look even better. The iPad Pro delivers punchy, room-filling sound thanks to its 4 speakers. The iPad Pro packs the company's M2 chip. As such, it should come as no surprise that the new tablet outperforms its predecessor. The iPad Pro's cameras are exactly the same as the previous model. That's both a positive and a negative, depending on your expectations. Since both the front and rear cameras take solid pictures, I don't have an issue that they remain unchanged. The front-facing camera does a super job of capturing my admittedly pale skin tone. The iPad Pro 2022 comes pre-installed with iPadOS 16. The iPad Pro lasted for 10 hours and 39 minutes. It's a well-designed device that delivers everything you'd expect from the premium iPad line. Watching videos, playing games, conferencing with others, web browsing, writing, drawing, and more work as well as ever. The M2 chip powering the tablet should also make it fairly future-proof. Thanks for watching. Like the video and don't forget to subscribe.